Hello, everyone. My name is Kendra Kontochou, and I will be speaking to you about how to be academically successful in college and what to do if you don't. Now, most of us know that in high school, it is not the most difficult act in the world to do well in your classes. You do what you're required to do. You take your notes, you go to class, and you read the textbook. It may have been easier or harder for others, but eventually, we are all able to achieve our high school diplomas with some effort. In college, it's a bit of a different story. Let me start by telling you about my academic struggles in college. During my second semester, I was taking an intro class, an intro to biology class, in which for the first test, I got a D. Once I saw my grade on the first test, I went straight to the biology tutoring center, where I emailed at least 20 of the tutors there, but was only able to find one that was willing enough to work into my schedule. I felt accomplished at the time, but I soon realized that I would have preferred a group tutoring session so that I could have heard other people's questions instead of just my own. In college, minimal effort won't be enough to really do well in your classes, so you have to strive to go above and beyond and do what high school students forget to do. Study to learn and not to memorize. Here at UMBC, I've heard this so many times it's hard to even forget. But looking back, I can remember most times where I was just trying my best to memorize the information from my test in a few days. Usually, I would never really retain the information. You have to be able to pull up past information in college so that you can use it in your future classes or even till for the end of the class, as some people already said. You also have to try your best to be active in your learning process and put the effort in. Don't just do what is required of you. Do more. You can teach the material to somebody else, maybe go to office hours or try to join a study group to see how in comparison you work with a group or with just yourself. There may be a big difference. If this doesn't work, ask for help. Let me repeat this. Ask for help. It doesn't matter if you think that your question is stupid or you're worried about the opinions of others, because at the end of the day, it is your grade and your academic success on the line. There may be times when you're not successful, and you need to know that this is not the end of the world. When you can you can try as hard as you can in so many different ways, but in the end, it's still possibility for you to not be successful. You have to think about the positives of the situation. Look back and maybe see what you could have done differently in order to improve the outcome. This failure, although painful, can also drive you and motivate you to do better in the future. Remember, I would like you to know my four main points again. You need to study to learn and not to memorize. You need to put the effort in and be active in your learning process. As well, you need to, lastly, I would like you to not give up.